beautiful cosmic soul tribe. It's your high priestess Maggie. Welcome back, or welcome to the cosmic soul tribe. We were once upon a time the vibe tribe family, but we've evolved, okay, as a whole. But either way, I am going to be doing a collective reading, so no sign really, and the dog just stepped all over the presents, which would be a normal day anyways, we're going to start off with some energies and we'll see how it goes, and I'll let you know how we're going to perceive the energy when it comes through. Everything that I do is limitless. I don't really put a limit on anything. I like to be just as shocked and surprised as all y'all do. And some of you may not like to be surprised, but I do. It's one of my things. It's just nice to be surprised. Y'all are beautiful, and it's funny because it was kind of like sitting there with the funny. Kind of funny. It's kind of funny. But beautiful and funny. I definitely feel like it's both, but I'm going to put the beautiful because that's how it landed up, okay? So just know you're a beautiful individual, right? Red burgundy hair. You could have hair like me when you lose it. If you have more red, I'm a little jealous because, yeah, mine's already been fading. But red burgundy hair could be a part of you, somebody you know. And I'll let you know how this works. Genuine. Y'all are beautiful, funny, and genuine individuals. We got Gemini on the top over here. It could be something specific. It's not put down here, though. As well as somebody could be petite. Alright, let's see. I'm not. Oh, something about being... Either somebody feels unsuccessful. If this is you, then we'll talk about it. But if it's not you, it's somebody else, okay? Highly intuitive. Highly intuitive is you. So you're the genuine, beautiful, funny, highly intuitive individual, okay? One more. Just one. Just one. Oh, two. We got promiscuous. And make a wish, because this is the wild card. So y'all get a free wish. Don't tell anybody, because we all know what happens when you tell people about what you wish for. They will try to intervene and cause havoc on that wish or that dream. Okay, so that's your wild card. You guys get to make a wish. You got something about promiscuous. I don't know. Maybe there's something to do. And I kind of really feel like it's the red burgundy hair. If you guys are the one with the red burgundy hair, you know that it's you. That's promiscuous a little bit here and there. A little flirty, you know what I'm saying? You could be single too, for those of you that are affiliated with that energy. Okay? If this is you, this whole reading is still for you. Okay? Just remember, it's a collective, and I'm not going to say that all of you have red burgundy hair. All of you are promiscuous, because that's not what I'm feeling. Okay, I feel like it's definitely linked to this red burgundy hair. Somebody's a little promiscuous. If it's not you and you know it's somebody else, then this is what it's going to be giving you insight with. You know what I'm saying? It's obviously needed to be told. That's what Spirit does. And then I started these ones. I haven't got them finished yet, but we're going to start with them anyway. These have double-sided too, but I want to see a little bit more about what this red burgundy hair promiscuous energy. Somebody is been healing spiritual trauma. They've been healing. Whoever this is that's promiscuous, got the red burgundy hair, has been healing spiritual trauma. Okay? What about this unsuccessful person? What's going on with this unsuccessful thing? Even like if all of this could resonate with you. And not all of it has to, but it could be telling you and giving you insight about something else. Ooh, we got a weak-minded individual. That's why they're unsuccessful, is because they're weak-minded. Okay? Something about feeling weak-minded. But well, let's get a little bit more about you and see, make sure you guys are ascending. There's an ascension happening. You guys are rising above some things. Okay. I like it. I like it a lot. That's how I wanted it to start to form. I wanted to form it to the perfect extent so that we can all get a little bit of the detail for all things that matter in this case. All readings are important to me, you know. Your energy is important. And everything that's in the intertwined and tied up to your energy is important to know about. You need to, have access to that information so you know what you're releasing. So you know a little bit more about yourself. Why it was clinging to you. Why are you dealing with these things? At the Eight of Wands, there is momentum, there is speed, there is progress. There has been a long time coming. Somebody delayed the inevitable for far too long, blocked that intuitive energy, blocked their creative sides, whatever it may be. Something about that here. The devil in the reversal, overcoming the depression and getting over the absolute worst addictions, obsessions, and even possessions and attachments. Okay, let's talk about this energy of ascension, rising above, highly intuitive, genuine, and beautiful. You know, there's the Two of Wands in the reversal. It's a Aries energy or a Chinese year dragon. Of course, could be something about number 2 as well. Could be February. Could be life path number 2. Could be second house Taurus or Venus's energy. But number 2 is giving me this feeling that it takes two to tango. And I feel like because all of us are basically two inside of us, right? We all have one personality versus another. We all know that. And I feel like you guys need to really team up with that other personality of desire, okay? Because I know you're ascending, you're rising above, you're very intuitive, you're very genuine, you're a kind, beautiful soul, you're funny, you know, you got all the good qualities that a human really needs to flourish in life, to be honest with you, especially in this day and age, right? All you really need is to have those qualities and you're good, because nobody really sees past the deeper part, right? But I know that we're all starting to see past the deeper part now, and a lot of people are starting to freak out and lose their SHIT because they're like, oh no, that's not going to work for me anymore. Oh my goodness, oh, la, la, la. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean now. Hey, y'all are really going to be tuning into something that you've been really anticipating about, thinking about, contemplating about very deeply for a long, long, long time. Some of you up to 2 years, but I do feel like a lot of you since you were a child. When I look at Aries, and I know that's the infant of the zodiac, I know for a fact that's like a baby sense. Like there's a baby feeling in that sense. Like a baby knows, right? Before it gets conditioned, babies know lots of things. If you hear babies talk in the sense of like right when they hit toddler stages, in Taurus season, I guess that's why the 2 is here. Right around the age of 2 is when they start talking, but they could talk about things that you wouldn't even have taught them, okay? And that you would have known for a fact that they wouldn't have learned this specifically from anybody else. And you know that they're saying cities, they're saying names, they're saying things from their dreams that who would have even in the right mind thought, right? Because they know things, because there's very much so a close tie to the past life that they were just from, or wherever they were in that spiritual realm, ethereal, whatever. They're talking about things, right? That's the feeling of where you need to get into that part of you, that little baby, and that's that inner child, like the baby knows exactly what it wants to do. So it's really time to act on that passion. And time, it's like pair up with your 2, with you as an adult and you as a baby. In a sense, you're catering to your inner child like you would as a parent cater to your child, you know, to make sure that your inner child is happy. You see what I'm saying? And your inner child being happy is the ability to flourish. And it's like when you have children, a lot of people may just think that children's emotions don't deserve to be recognized or understood or whatever it may be. Well, give yourself the stuff that you didn't get when you were a child, okay? Because you need it. You deserve it. And I don't care if your parents didn't do it or your grandparents didn't do it. You know what? That was their loss to not do it. It was your gain to be strong enough to know how to do it for yourself. Okay, a little bit more. The 7 of Cups. Yeah, reality check for sure. Scorpio. Trying to use your pig as well. Could be Aries pig, could be Scorpio dragons, right? But yes, this is definitely it. Like there's an inner child feeling and you're having a reality check and you're realizing that this is slimming down the pickings and the choosings, and it's actually giving you more of a confidence of how to go about this and making this decision, because you're no longer feeling overwhelmed or anxious because of how many options there was to choose from when you were in a place of not really following your true desire. Okay, that's the feeling I'm getting on that one. Okay, but that's how you ascend. That's what this is about. This is you rising above all of the crazy illusions and attachments and obsessions and addictions and sinful temptations and whatnot. Okay, then we got the red burgundy hair, promiscuous spiritual trauma healing. Let's find out about this energy a little bit. You know, we got the 5 of Pentacles in the reverse, which is actually really good. And then the World in the reverse, which is actually not bad, because I'm going to tell you and explain to you how this is working. The 5 of Pentacles is Taurus. The World has Taurus as well. Not to mention Leo, Scorpio again, and Aquarius. Chinese year tiger, snake, monkey. The ones that we already said was the pig for the Scorpio's energy. So, all right, positive improvements are happening. Financial blessings could be coming this person's way because they've been actually trying to heal things spiritually. The trauma is real. In that sense, like a spiritual trauma would be what one has had to go through in multiple lives and how it affected them, because as above, so below, right? So whatever's happening within, like on earth, is happening in heaven. So the feeling is like the real problem was it was a spiritual tie to all the trauma that this individual, whether this be you or not, had to go through, had to experience. That was very, very hard. There was no support for this individual. They were like, even in the spiritual forms, they didn't know how to they didn't know how to connect to their spiritual guides. They didn't know how to talk to their deceased loved ones. They didn't know how to do meditation or releasing practices, or even the fact that to cleanse their own spirit, their own soul. This is something this individual maybe with lifetimes not doing. So they are doing spiritual trauma healing, which is all the things that they didn't get to heal before, because they finally learned a tactic that helps them. Okay, and that's what this is about, improving and moving forward. And this is a sense of, if there was like what I get with it, because it's a spiritual energy, and with the pentacles being here, and it's kind of like what it would say is financial, but there's no financials in the spiritual energy. So it's more of like what's happening is like they're paying off their karmic debt of what they needed to do and they didn't do, so they're doing it now. The world being in the reverse would definitely identify that to tell you that it was an incomplete, because incompletion, they didn't get to fulfill the things they needed to, but they are in the process of doing so now. Okay. Let's talk about this unsuccessful, weak-minded individual. This person that is unsuccessful because of their weak mind. We got the Two of Pentacles, and it flew. It flew. Number 21 as well, and 5. Maybe something to do with life path number 7 or 5. Number 2 is twice. Maybe something to do with May or July. The 7th, the 2nd, the 5th, or the 21st day of the month specifically. I know that the 21st month, or the 21st, I don't know why I keep doing that. 21st day of this month is going to be Capricorn season, which is interesting enough too, because that Two of Pentacles is a Capricorn's energy that I'm actually sitting here identifying the numbers and all the stuff for patterns and sequences for you guys to also be able to link it up. It could be that you guys are also seeing angel number 275. 212, right? You could be seeing any of those numbers combined. The Two of Pentacles, though, this person that is actually unsuccessful only because it's like they would actually be able to turn it around for sure. They would be able to fulfill a lot of things and be very much so achieving goals. They would. But the thing is they have a weak mind about it. Now, if they turn that mind from being weak, where they allowed the negativity, the having to compare, or feel like they have to be on the top. If they're not on the top, they're not worthy enough, they're not good enough, da 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 da. If they could get rid of those minds, like thoughts, and really start to interpret more thought and towards, like, we're not going to think that today, I'm not going to think like that, that's not going to happen. Nope, I have more potential than that. That's not, I am worthy. Where I am is, I deserve to be where I am, but I know I want to go further. Like, somebody's got to start to train their brain, which is exactly how that works. It's training your brain to stop thinking negatively and staying in the same cycle pattern of constant negativity. So the Two of Pentacles means that this person's actually very well business oriented. They could have their own business, right? But they're not really flourishing in the way that they that they want to be, whatever it may be. But they're getting down on themselves. They're beating themselves up for it. But they're honestly a really good, like, they're resourceful, they're adaptable, flexible. Their ability to manage finances is actually really on cue. They've learned more of money management because they've had less success. So there's a lot more wisdom and knowledge gained for the ability for them to finally, when they get to the point of full success where they want to be, which is actually what they see for themselves, that's unfathomable, because what's really going to happen is way more than what they envision for themselves. They just need to get past this weak-minded mindset, because that they have a lot of potential. They do. And if this is you, then you should just know that, the thing is you don't need to be holding yourself back. The Chariot in the reverse and Cancer's energy being the opposite of Capricorn means it's a challenge for this person to try to take action differently. And then the six is, this is feeling of a personal transition that this person knows that they could be making. The personal transition is like, I don't have to share my thoughts with everybody. No, you don't. Like you could do it in private, and you do it in private. You do it with yourself. You do it with yourself. You're training your brain all on your own. You hired yourself to train your brain like a trainer, like you're the one being the trainer. You're learning in training. You're learning and training because you're training, but you're also learning while going, because you have to teach yourself. It's all self-taught thing, like literally, unless you're seeing a therapist. Sometimes therapy helps, for sure. I've seen some people have good experiences. I'm not going to take it away, because that's why for a while I called myself the empathetic therapist, because I am. Like, I know how to be there for others. I know how to guide others through a lot of their own craziness in their own head. And I get it. I'm the same way, So I had to teach myself, I had to be my own support as well. So therefore, there's some real good things that this person can definitely achieve in their life, and their future is bright. It really is. They just have to start training their brain a little bit better to have a stronger mind. Okay, one more. Oh, they could be influenced by motherly influence. Okay, but I don't feel like it's not good ones. So they're influenced by some, because the Queen of Pentacles is in the reversal, and this is somebody who strives for what they want, and they feel like they are better than other people. They pride themselves. I'm better than that. I'm better than so because I have a better car. I have a better house. I have a better this. I have a better kitchen. I have a better this. I have a better that. Whatever. I have a better job. I make more money. Blah da dee da da dee da. Somebody made you, or in this sense, whoever this person is, this weak-minded individual. That's why they're in their constant cycle in their mind, because they're always comparing themselves to other people's successes, and they want to, be better and on top because of this energy here. Like, they have been programmed to believe that's how it is. And maybe, of course, because especially if it's their mother, they're going to look up to their mom, who doesn't really look up to their mom in some way. Some mothers, I get it. And you know what? I feel like it's like you had a foster mom or another person that adopted you. It was a better mom than, and sometimes that's not even the case either. I'm going to tell you what. So either way, however this worked, this person must have looked up to what their mother, or has some traits, that kind of are very similar to or familiar with this mother and the way that they would see the world. And this mother was very after money, like gold digging. If they could, they'd find a way to, almost like, those movies you watch where, I guess, mother-in-law, monster-in-law, that's a good one with Jennifer Lopez. That one kind of reminded me of that kind of feeling with that mom. Not to mention, how I was saying before, there's ones that they'll marry, then they'll, secretively murder them, and then they take their money and act like, oh, he was so sad, I'm so sad, but like they take the money and they keep doing the same thing and on a repeat, you know what I mean? Sorry, my foot got squeaky on the chair. But yeah, this is Capricorn, Sagittarius, Capricorn's energy. So this person's really gonna have to go through some true like cleansing, releasing, and fixing of themselves with this mindset, if they really want to be successful. You know what I'm saying? To be able to expand their horizons and spread their wings. All right. So that's what I'm getting. Let's get a little advice for you, collective. The Five of Wands. There could be some controversy, competition. Maybe people are angry or tyranny or aggressive or domineering or forceful. I'm feeling a lot of those things. Queen of Wands. Three of Swords. Oh, y'all, you know what? I want to say that Spirit tells me right now to love yourself. And don't take crap from anybody. And also, it's okay to be blunt and hurt feelings. It's okay to be blunt and hurt feelings. I'm serious. You have the Five of Wands. People trying to be all inconsiderate of you. Crossing boundaries and trying to project onto you and stuff like that. Nah, Queen of Wands doesn't take no crap. I got too many balls in the air for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. You know what I mean? And that energy of the Three of Swords, you need to hurt some feelings sometimes. And I'm telling you, God, he is amazing, because the thing is everything you do, everything you say, it's all meant to be said, even if you seem to regret it later. It's okay if you regret it later, because then you're going to go about it in a different way the next time. And that's actually the point of what you learned. Not to mention what you actually had said was meant to be said and was actually meant to be heard by somebody else. And they were going to interpret it in some way that they needed to, so that they could also learn some type of lesson. Everything happens for a reason. It does. Everything we say, even if we mess up our word, whatever it may be, somebody else interpreted it in the way that they needed to, because that's the way that their knowledge and their chip and their little computer chip works. Okay, not everybody has the same computer chip. Nobody, you know what I mean? We all work differently. Nobody works the same. Everybody has different experiences for the reasons of we're not the same. We're not supposed to be. Nobody is meant to be the same thing. We're all meant to be in our own way, unique to our own being, literally. So a message or two we have. Ooh, your sex blows me away. It's intense, magical, passionate, and I am enticed. And I'm telling you about that promiscuous energy. A place you have been desiring to go travel is about to be fulfilled. A unique spot. Lots of you needed to hear that. That could be your motivation. But for the most of you, this is happening for you. This is an ascension. Like the entire collective that's happening right now. See, if like this was all you, you know what's happening. If this was like somebody you know right here, somebody you know right here, this was all you just needed to know what was happening in these people's lives. Maybe you were supposed to be some type of support or help to somebody, or maybe you're realizing why you can't be of support or help to somebody with this energy of whoever's unsuccessful because they got a weak mind. Maybe you tried, you know what I mean? But maybe it's like, nah, you